Superman issue 22 sees Superman race to confront Mongul above Earth, knowing the villain has come for them because humans dare to have hope. In Metropolis, Cameron Chase asks Lois questions, wondering if this is her only place of living and if she has a son. Cameron is sorry for the questions since she didn't know what to expect in the apartment of Lois and Clark Kent. Lois wants to know what she can do for the agent, wanting to see her badge again as Cameron fixes herself some coffee. Lois wonders how Leviathan missed her, but Chase isn't amused by her comments since Leviathan has torn through her world and wants Lois to understand that she took her back to her own apartment and not a federal building, something which Lois does appreciate. Cameron says that she wanted to show a level of courtesy and hopefully Clark will be coming home soon with some of that truth that he's been selling lately. Cameron wants to know where he is since it's like he's revealed himself to the world as Superman and then just took off. She wants to know where Superman has gone, but Lois says he's probably dealing with a kitten in a tree somewhere. Superman meanwhile battles Mongul, but the reporter in him can't help but catch a glimpse at the real Mongul out of the corner of his eye on Warworld, noting the villain is desperate and there's something more behind this attack. Cameron meanwhile knows Lois saw the story in the Daily Star about Superman declaring himself king of Earth, and her bosses have questions for Clark and Lois. Superman continues to wonder why Mongul is taking his frustrations with the United Planets out on Earth, asking why it always comes down to his front door. Battling Mongul's drones, Superman begins thinking of ways to deal with it, remembering when Kara bested Mongul last, which at the time made him a little bit professionally jealous of her. Taking cues from his cousin, he smashes into Warworld, heading for its core where he begins pulling it away from Earth. The Mongul's weapons come for him, binding him and hitting him with kryptonite, but Superman continues, rocketing Warworld away from Earth and blowing it up. Cameron meanwhile wants to know how it all works for Lois and Clark, and Lois asks if Chase has any kids or was ever married, but she says no to both. But Lois knows that she came here to say something to her specifically, or at least something she has been sent there to say, and she's not getting to the point. Chase knows, but really wants to be able to say it to both Lois and Clark at the same time. Lois demands she knows what the message is, so Chase tells her that after the day, there will be no mistakes, since the scenario of Superman representing Earth is so delicate, but everyone everywhere knows they are all alive thanks to him, and he's currently out there saving lives. On Venus, Superman has survived Warworld's explosion, welcoming Mongul to the hottest planet in the solar system that also has a gravity 92 times that of Earth. As Lois learns that the UN are excited about being part of the United Planets, so much so they retroactively gave Superman intergalactic authority, meaning from here on out, not one mistake can happen, not from Lois, the Daily Planet, their friends, or Superboy. Superman meanwhile continues his battle with Mongul, smashing him down, and despite hating this part, he ties Mongul to leftovers of Warworld and returns him to his planet. Superman knows his entire planet, the economy and everything is based on conquering, and while he could never kill Mongul, he can only make him answer for his ways by using his own ways and conquering him. He sends him down to his people, whom he knows don't react well to weakness. Later on Daxam, Superman tells the gathered United Planets that they are trying to build something bigger than any of them, and with that comes people who wish to oppose them and see it end. People like Mongul, and that is why they need to be together, united, and they can't let moments like this get in the way. Clark knows that it will take more than a pep talk to make this happen, but the United Planets will survive today, and they know it does thanks to his son, whom he dearly misses. Heading home, Clark finds Lois is asleep and Cameron Chase has been by. Taking Lois to bed, she tidily says that she has finished her book. Clark is excited, wanting to read it, but she tells him she didn't work for over a year to have him read it at super speed in 22 seconds, so a human will read it first and then him. Falling onto the bed, Lois notes how Clark has smelt better, and he explains that's just Venus, as Lois wonders if she missed something. She asks him about the United Planets, but says she took care of it with the FBI, but they had a message for him. However, she's too tired to remember what it was, instead saying she misses her little boy as they both fall asleep. Superman issue 22 was really quite a lovely, simple issue that explained why the FBI are after Lois and Clark, and finally saw Superman defeat the Mongols and Warworld. I very much enjoyed Clark's inner narration while fighting Mongul, and how he dealt with him was a really creative and a lot of fun. It was also really great seeing more quote-unquote human things, like Clark coming home all tired and just kind of falling into bed with Lois. I thought that was really cool and kind of wholesome. Lois's little arc with Cameron Chase was great, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Superman Superman, Lois, John, the Daily Planet all have to change thanks to now Earth temporarily granting Superman leader status, which I think is a really cool way, and I can definitely see some villains trying to take advantage of that. So I'm excited to see that after we get through the Dr. Fate arc, which starts next issue. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.